Hey folks, welcome back to Seattle Coffee Gear. My name is Jake, and today we're going to be doing a crew review of the Philips Baristina. Now, the Baristina is an exciting new machine from Philips that kind of blurs that line between super automatic and semi-automatic machine. It's a great choice for pod users or capsule users, for somebody who wants to grind their beans fresh but still have a simple, easy to use operation. They also have an optional milk frother as an accessory that you can purchase, which makes it an all-in-one home setup for espresso, lattes, cortados, what have you. It's a great machine that we've been really enjoying here at the office. Before we get started on that full crew review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started. We really like the design of the Baristina. It's really compact at only 7.5 inches wide, 13.5 inches tall, and 15 inches deep. It has a nice matte white or matte gray finish on it, along with the slats near the bottom. The one thing is that the slats are actually slats, they're not printed on. So you will want to have a microfiber cloth or a soft brush in order to get any coffee residue out of there. It's pretty easy to clean, but you will inevitably get some coffee and coffee grounds stuck in there as you use the machine. There is a 6-ounce bean hopper on the top, which means that you will be refilling a little more often than larger machines. However, the 41-ounce fluid capacity water tank does give you lots of shots, about 15 to 22-ounce shots, depending on how much you rinse out the machine, which we find to be a great capacity on a machine like this. There's a removable drip tray here on the machine, and it allows for cups about 3.5 to 3.7 inches, depending on the shape of the cup, with the drip tray in place. With the drip tray removed, you're getting about 5.5 to about 6 inches, depending on the shape of your mug or small travel or to-go cup. The drip tray is rather small, it's only a few fluid ounces in capacity, but with a machine like this where you don't have steam built in or any other functions that are going to have a lot of dripping, you won't need to clean too much. So even with the drip tray removed, you're only going to have maybe a few drops of coffee in there. It's not going to be overflowing or anything like that. With this machine comes a wide variety of features that you may not see on a smaller capsule or pod machine. There is a espresso button, an intensity boost button, and a lungo button on there. The espresso button can produce between 30 to 70 milliliters depending on the volumetric programming that you have in there. The lungo button can do about 70 to 200 milliliters, so it definitely can get up in that 6.5 ounce range for a travel cup or something like a larger mug if you want that more Americano style of drink. There's also an intensity boost button, which adds a couple more grams to the portafilter, and holding that intensity boost button for 5 seconds also allows you to use pre-ground coffee. So if someone in your home is using decaf or another type of coffee that they prefer, like a single origin, they can do that with the portafilter in place without having to grind. With an all-in-one machine like this, there are some trade-offs that you might be used to in a larger semi-automatic machine. There's no temperature control on the Baristina, and there's also no grind settings to adjust. However, we did find that with the pressurized portafilter, we didn't see a lack of crema or body on the espresso, even without being able to adjust those grind settings. So we were happy with the results, even with that adjustability. You get a quick heat up time. It's about a minute from the time that you push the button until you have espresso in your cup, which we think is really great. There's no dedicated hot water spout, so you're not able to make an Americano with the machine like this. And as mentioned earlier, there's an optional milk frother, however, that does not come with the machine. So if you would like a latte, a cortado, a flat white, anything with milk, you will need a separate frother. With a low price point and a lot of features packed into the machine, you're saving a lot of money compared to a semi-automatic espresso machine plus grinder. And you're getting that easy swipe function all in one, along with the optional milk frother. We find it's a great upgrade for the capsule users or the pod users out there who want to just have freshly ground beans, the option to do decaf, and the option to change how strong or weak your coffee is. Okay, now we're going to get into brewing and the taste test. All right, so we've got our lungo here. It's about 3.5 ounces on this lungo, and today we're using the Tony's Crew Brew. It's a really nice coffee. It works great in espresso, especially on a machine like this. So let's give it a taste and see how it is. Boy, if you're a fan of hot drinks, this comes out of the machine really hot. So it's great hot espresso, really nutty with the Crew Brew. It's a little lighter body than what you'd get on like a larger format machine, but it tastes really good. Has a nice crema at the top, as you can see. And Yeah, it's overall a great espresso. I pulled a lungo, like I was saying, so it's a little longer than what you'd pull on the single espresso option. That one's 1 to 2.5 ounces, but the lungo can go all the way up to 7. So if you really like those long drinks, then use that lungo option, and you'll get a nice cup of coffee like this. On this shot, we did use the middle button, which is the intensity button. Basically, that adds a couple more grams of coffee into the portafilter. It gives you a little bit stronger of a drink, but it's a great flexible option for people who like their coffee a little weaker or a little stronger. You can use that along with the pre-ground coffee. If you just hold this button for 5 seconds, you can use a decaf. So cleaning this is pretty easy. All you need to do is pull out the portafilter. And as you can see, there is a puck in here along with the powder ring that they have on here. You'll just need to use a trash can or a knockbox if you have it and push the button underneath the portafilter, and that's like an easy release button. It pushes that puck out without the need to hit it on the edge of your sink or on your knockbox. It makes it really easy. Just give it a quick rinse after that, put it back in, and you're ready for your next shot. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. In the description below, you'll see a link to sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with all things coffee, tips and tricks, and some reviews just like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep making coffee you love.